You know what the boom means, don't you? You don't want to be doing crash landings, particularly with people. Try to land as softly as you can, but make sure that you complete the communication cycle. Okay? Leadership and responsibility. Lead while guiding. I really like this one. Use interpersonal and problem-solving skills to influence and guide others toward the goal. Involve strengths of others to accomplish a common goal. Inspire. There's that word under leadership. Inspire others to attain their best by example. So if you want somebody to be their best, you do your best. You're the example. They're looking to you, right? For that, where's the path at? For the guidance they need in order to be successful. Inspire others to attain their best by example. Demonstrate integrity and ethical behavior in using influence and power. Whoa, is that an important one? You should highlight that, underline it, whatever, circle it, because when you're a leader, you do have power. Let's face it, that's why you're a leader. You're supposed to get things done. However, in the doing of that, in the execution of that leadership role, you must bounce all of your thoughts and actions against your moral compass. Your moral compass. Not that it's just the right thing to do, but it's right and it's good. Integrity, ethical behavior, and using influence, your influence as a leader, to get a job done. Never think you're a hot shot just because you've got power, because there's always somebody up the ladder. Again, I had to learn this the hard way. I was in one company. I had a reputation. It was Revlon, a cosmetics firm. I was in charge of all IT for the pharmaceutical products division. There's like 5 companies. And they used to send limousines to pick me up at my house. And I used to go to first-class hotels and all that nonsense. And I got really kind of full of myself. Well, what happened? Somebody bought Revlon. It's called junk bonds in the mid-'80s. A guy named Michael Milken. He basically did things that were questionable on the legality side. And he broke up the company. And all my power base on Fifth Avenue in New York City, in Pennsylvania at the manufacturing facility or other places, all that was gone, like overnight. And because the new management wanted a change of style, guess what? Like overnight, I lost my job. And here I was, the fair-haired boy of the company. The Fifth Avenue senior executives knew me by sight and name. But when I thought I was really cool, and I internalized this false image, it's like a false idol inside your heart. The universe said, okay, smart guy, you think you're cool? Watch this. And then boom, all of a sudden from being at the top of the heap, I'm at the bottom. Now that was a real slap in the cheeks. But after I got over the shock and trauma, I sat back and I thought about this. What message was I given? Interestingly enough, a phrase from the Bhagavad Gita came to mind. This is back in the 80s. And it was, to work you have the right, but not to the fruits thereof. Never work anticipating the outcome. Work for the goodness of all. Work because you love it. Work because it's your dharma. It's the right thing to do. And then let go of the outcome. So, being attached to these outcomes of getting pats on the head and multiple promotions, blah, 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 all that did was it dangled the candy in front of me. And unfortunately, I was dumb enough to grab at it. And then the universe just smiled and smacked me upside the head real hard. I learned from that. So as a result, I went into a consulting firm that caused me to have to move my family. Now the difference was, I wasn't a big executive and stuff like that. I was just a consultant that went out and helped people straighten out their IT organizations. Because I'd been at pretty much all levels, from programming to analysis, to team leader, blah, blah, blah. So I got back to doing that which I loved. That which I was attached to the joy of doing. And because I didn't consider the outcome being something special done by me, but my team and I got this customer out of trouble. We would show how we saved them millions and millions of dollars. And there was no personal sense of power or pride in that other than the joy of the doing. The joy of the doing. The joy of letting go and seeing what would happen. And as such, the interesting outcome was I traveled all over the world on first class to troubleshoot problems in large IT organizations. I had no special title other than consultant. That's all I was, just another consultant. But the joy that I got from just being able to have a problem I could figure out and make recommendations on how to solve it. And when over time it proved that this path was right for this situation, the customers would smile and say, "Wow, I can sleep at night now." To me, that was better than getting a raise, because I felt good about being able to help someone. And now that became my candy, is service to others. That became my candy. Because it didn't have any ego in it. It wasn't a me focus. It was a thou focus. How can I make your day better? How can I put a smile on your face? What is it that I can do that might give you some information that will make your path easier? There's my payment. Right there. Now, I don't suggest that everybody walk the same path that I did, because you're yourself. You've got your own agendas. But if you can keep some of these ideas in mind, that get out of your ego, always try to help and not look for the next outcome of your helping. Not try to see what you can get out of it, but what you can give to it.